is it that the moment we start doing something for ourselves, we feel guilty? Whether it's saying no to a request, taking a break, or even just resting, that guilt creeps in, whispering, "You're being selfish." But what if that voice isn't yours at all? In this episode, we're unpacking where the guilt really comes from and how to shift from self sacrifice to self respect. Welcome to Journey to Self, the podcast for women in their second spring who are done putting themselves last. I'm Sandy Bartlett, your guide through the messy, beautiful path of self discovery. And today we're talking about something that holds so many women hostage: boundary guilt. But before we get into that, today's intuitive moment brings us the green gold dragon from Sirius, a powerful guide of higher wisdom and heart centered truth. This dragon reminds us that we are not here to be small or to silence our soul for the sake of others' comfort. It encourages us to open our hearts to cosmic wisdom and bring it down into our everyday lives. In the context of this episode, it speaks directly to the guilt we feel when we try to set boundaries. This card carries the frequency of unconditional love and teaches us to hold our truth with compassion. Guilt, after all, often arises when we begin to honor our needs because it pushes against old conditioning that told us we had to earn our worth through sacrifice. The green gold dragon whispers, "Anchor your light. Let your actions reflect your soul's wisdom. You are here to lead through love, not martyrdom." Let that be our energetic starting point as we step into the truth that boundaries are not selfish, they are sacred. Let's start with a question I've asked myself many times. Why do I feel bad when I take care of myself? For years, I was praised for being the one who held it all together, the helper, the fixer, the strong one. But that identity came at a cost, because every time I tried to pull back and say, "I need space," or "I can't do this right now," the guilt would crash in like a tidal wave. And you know what I've learned? That guilt isn't a signal that you're doing something wrong. It's often a signal that you're finally doing something different. When I work with clients, we talk about the good girl programming many of us carry. Be nice, be agreeable, be accommodating, and never, ever make others uncomfortable. So when we choose self care or speak a boundary, guilt shows up because we've been taught that love means self abandonment. Let me tell you, it doesn't. If you've been feeling stuck in the guilt cycle, I want to invite you to schedule an Awaken the Shift call with me. In just 30 minutes, we'll explore where guilt is showing up in your life and how you can begin to set boundaries that honor both your needs and your relationships. You'll walk away with clarity and one empowering next step. The link is in the show notes. For your inner reflection this week, ask yourself this: where in my life am I shrinking my needs to avoid guilt? Is it around my time, my energy, my dreams? Guilt is not your guide, your truth is. Let this be the moment you listen to the part of you that knows you matter too. This week's quote for our Whispers of Wisdom comes from Glennon Doyle. "You are not here to be liked. You are here to be yourself, wildly and unapologetically. This is your permission to let go of being the peacekeeper, the pleaser, the one who bends to fit in. Boundaries are not selfish, they're sacred. Here's your challenge for the week. Choose one way you can intentionally care for yourself without apologizing. It could be declining an invitation, taking a nap, saying, I need space. And when the guilt comes in, greet it with compassion, then keep going because your guilt doesn't get to make the rules anymore. Guilt is a ghost from your past, not a guide for your future. Let this be the week you choose you, boldly, gently, and without apology. Next week, we're diving into boundaries and self expression, how honoring your truth leads to deeper connection. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if this episode helps shift something in you, send it to a friend who's ready to set herself free. Until next time, be true to you.